guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 5.1 through 5.3 in class review. Let's make sure we read the directions right here, and it says to make sure to show your work. So, looking at the first one, it says solve each system by graphene. Okay, graphene means we have to have that in y equals mx plus b. Okay, so our first equation right here is not like that. So let's go ahead and solve for y. We have to subtract the 5x to both sides, and you get 4y equals negative 5x minus 12. Still not by itself, so we have to divide everything by 4, and we get y equals negative 5 over 4x minus 3. So when we're graphing that, that means our slope is negative 5 over 4, and we start at 0, negative 3. So if I were to go down, I would need to go down 5 over 4, which I can't do. So I have to do the exact opposite, which means I have to go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to the left 4. Okay? Because what that actually makes is a negative line. Okay? You want to make sure that the slope is negative, so it goes down. And when I draw my line, there we go. All right, let's look at the next one. Now the next one's already in slope-intercept form. We get negative 1/4 x, or just negative 1/4, I'm sorry. And then our slope is 0, or y-intercept, blah, 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 is 0, 1. Mr. Grice can't talk right now. Okay, so I have to go down 1 to the right 4. Okay, and now do the exact opposite, and there we go. We find out where they meet. Now, we're not done yet because we have to draw the line. Okay, so draw the line, add your arrows, and then where do those two lines meet? I'll write my answer right there. That is negative 4, positive 2. Okay, number 2. We got to do the same thing. Okay, that's not in y equals mx plus b. So subtract the 3x, and we get y equals negative 3x plus 4. So our slope is negative 3 over 1, and our y-intercept is 0, 4. So down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. And you can do it one more time. So there are our points. Let's draw. Oh, that line doesn't look nice. Okay. So there's our line. And now the next one is already in slope-intercept form. Okay, so our slope is 4 over 1, 0, negative 3. So go 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. You find where they meet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put another point because we can. I'm lining up my ruler. And let's draw. Okay, so where do these points meet? They meet at 1, 1. Okay, now solve each system by using either the substitution method or elimination method. So I'm just going to kind of go through real quick and just look to see what I should use for these. Now, the first one, the x is by itself. For this one, I'm going to use substitution. Number 4, see how everything's kind of lined up? That means I'm going to use elimination. Okay? Now, looking at the other ones, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I want you guys to try to think what you should use. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video, write S or E, and let's see how you do. Okay, so for 5 and 6, I would use elimination because everything kind of lines up. And then 7 and 8, both of them have the y by itself. Okay? Can you see that? So that's why I would use substitution on those two. So, enough talk about what we should do. Let's actually do it. So, let's get started. 6 plus y equals 14. Okay, and we're going to plug in negative y minus 1. We need to distribute, and you get negative 6y minus 6 plus y equals 14. The next step would be to combine your like terms, which gives you negative 5y minus 6 equals 14. Now the y is not by itself yet, so you have to add 6 to both sides. Negative 5y equals 20. Divide both sides by negative 5. Y equals negative 4. So up here for our answer, we know that y is negative 4, but we still got to find out what x is. Okay? So we're going to plug it into the original equation up top. Plug in negative 4. Negative minus 4. We got those two negatives right there. That turns to a positive 4. And x, 4 minus 1. I almost said the answer. It's 3. Okay? So we get 3 negative 4. Now for this next one, we're going to use elimination. Okay? Now, I want you to look, what would be easier to cancel? The x's or the y's? Okay, the first number that I know both of those y's, the 8 and 5 go into, is 40, while 9 and 6 both go to 18. Okay? So if I want to multiply those to 18, I need to multiply 9 by 2 and the 6 by 3. Okay? I need one of those to be negative. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to make the top one negative. Okay? So let's go ahead and distribute. We get negative 19x plus 16y equals 4. Okay? Watch your negative signs. Okay? 18x minus 15y equals negative 6. Let's go ahead and combine those up. Your x's canceled just like we wanted to. 16 minus 15 is y, and 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So, look at that. We already know that y is negative 2. Now, to get the answer, all we gotta do is plug it in, and you can do whichever one you want. I'm going to do the bottom equation, plugging in negative 2. Negative 5 times negative 2 is a positive 10. Now to get the y by itself, or the x by itself, subtract 10 to both sides. 6x equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 6. And you get x equals negative 2. So negative 2 is your point. All right. right, let's move on over to number 5. Now, looking here, we can either cancel our x's or our y's. I'm going to cancel the x's just because they're first. Okay? Now, I need 3 to get to 12. So that means I'm going to multiply it by 4. So that gives us 12x plus 8y equals -4. All right, and now the bottom equation stays the exact same. We're not doing anything to it. And now let's see what happens. My x's canceled just like I wanted them to. But look at the y's. Those cancel too. So we're left with 0, and then, well, -4 plus 4, those cancel. So we're left with 0 equals 0, which is a true statement. Okay? And if we're left with a true statement, our answer is infinite solutions. All right, number 6. What do you want to cancel here? Now we can cancel the x's, but we'd have to multiply some pretty big numbers to cancel those guys out, don't you think? Now, we've already done 6 and 9 before, okay? We know that it's 18. So let's go ahead and cancel those again, okay? I need to multiply the top by 3 and the bottom by 2. They're already opposites, so that's good. So -30x plus 18y equals 0. 24x minus 18y equals 18. So -30 plus 24 gives us -6x equals 18. Mr. Grice, where'd the y's go? Those cancel. Okay. Get the x by itself. X equals -3. Okay, so now we have to find the y. Choose the one with the least amount of negatives. They both have about the same, so let's do the top one this time. So -10 times -3 plus 6y equals 0. You get 30. Okay, that should be a cakewalk for you guys right now. Okay, you're subtracting 30 to both sides. You get 6y equals -30. Divide both sides by 6. And y equals -5. All right, 7 and 8. Oh, come on. Is this going to let me scroll over? Slow, very slow. All right, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. So, number 7, we already talked how we're going to do substitution, and we're plugging in for y. So, we've got -4x plus 2, and that's where we're going to plug in what y is. And y equals 2x minus 1. So we have to distribute, and we get -4x. 2 times 2 is 4x. 2 times -1 is -2. Oh. We didn't change those, so I'm going to write those in black. So equals -2. Okay, so now when we combine like terms, -4x and 4x, well, those cancel out. And then we're left with -2 equals -2, which is a true statement. And if we have a true statement, that means our answer is infinite solutions. All right. Guess one, number 8, you guys are all on your own. So go ahead and pause the video and see how you do. Just remember that we're using substitution to solve this problem. Okay? Good luck. Okay, and that's what the answer is, 3, -6. If you have any questions with that, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Otherwise, that's it for Algebra 2, Chapter 5.1, 5.3 in-class review. Thanks for watching.